Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of Freedom Friday here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, AR the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about RINOs and Dems teaming up to commit warrantless spying yet again under FISA, as well as why a piece of shit Justin Jones needs to be charged with a whole bunch of crimes there in Tennessee at a state level and go to Tennessee State Prison for all the crap he pulled back in 2020 as a BLM terrorist, not to mention he's be serving time with the people who are not committing homicides in his district there, and how much of a shithole Memphis is, not to mention the Soros DA that exists right there that's doing bail reform crap as well, for that matter. So, but yeah, you have basically multiple leftist pieces of shit that be in prison right now in Tennessee is what it is. And it's really time for the General Assembly to step the fuck up and do something about that shit, dude. Also, for some reason, earlier today, I was locked out of my X account. Not sure what the fuck is going on with that one, man. That's weird. The only thing I can think is it's got to be something where, because it wasn't like a lock, it was like a weird lockout too. It wasn't like a regular lockout. It was basically them saying like, hey, we don't think you're human, basically. And I'm just like, well, that's fucking weird. I am, obviously. So, huh? What the hell? I just got locked out again. That was super fucking weird. What the shit is going on here, man? Okay. So, sign back in. They better not be trying to ban us right now. I'm going to be super pissed if they try to ban us right now. So, they already performed their bullshit a little bit ago. Here's what it is. Okay, I'm making sure that this is actually, what you call it here. Gotta do this shit live right now. Oh, crap. Didn't link properly, motherfucker. Gotta go back to the email now. Okay. Alright, let's put this in here now. Yeah, they better not be trying to ban my account again. I'm gonna be super fucking pissed, dude. IP. The fuck? What the hell's going on here? Huh. What the hell? Oh, okay, I'm stupid. I went to the wrong account. Yeah, it's like my account's suspended. What the hell are you talking about, people? I'm just like, well, that ain't right. No, this is a different account, apparently. Shit, what is the account that I have in there right now? I gotta figure this out now. Which one is which? Fuck me, man. Trying to figure out how to log out of this now. Okay, that's all we need to log out of that. Okay, so yeah, so now we want to sign back into our actual account. There's what it is, which is, delete this one. Okay. Yes. From your username. fuck are you talking about, dude? Damn it. Wait, okay. Would it just be that though? Damn it. Sorry about this, guys. My fucking... This is becoming a pain in the dick right now. This fucking bullshit is what it is, actually. Oh, that might be why, because it's actually the actual whatchamacallit one. That's why it won't. Okay. So be... That might be why. The fuck are you talking about? That's not the thing. The account. Well, that's what it is, dude. What the heckin' fucking hell, dude? Oh my god. What in the hell, Twitter? This is becoming super fucking irritating, dude. Yeah, I was going to talk about a bunch of different stories today, but now I can't even do fucking shit on there. If that be the case, then. So. Because we're going to talk about illegals, too, for that matter. I do find it very interesting. I was talking about spying today, and all of a sudden now it's them fucking around with my shit is what it is, dude. And about how you got a bunch of scumbag people in the Senate, in Congress, basically spying on us today and being cool with warrantless spying is what it is there. So, but yeah, one of the things I was going to talk about, I guess there was 10 people in Texas, 10 illegals who were arrested in connection with a child porn investigation. So, oh, that might be why. Okay, I was putting the wrong. That's probably why. Okay, that makes more sense then. So, let me figure this out right now. Okay, so log in. Okay, so I think I finally got it now. Yeah, I was putting the wrong date by accident. I was thinking it was a different date. Okay, well, wait a minute though. But that's not... Okay, shit, that was not our... Motherfucker. Damn it. I'm trying to figure out what the hell the actual thing is. That'd be the case then. Okay, well, we're back up again now. That's weird. Okay, now I gotta go check my email for real now, because now I know what the email... I was thinking it was a different email address as it was than it actually was, so... Need to go check out that one and see if somebody didn't try and log into my shit today is what's going on. Here's what it is. Maybe I'm going to reset my password on that one. If that be the case, it's something way, way more then. So, anyway. But anyway, that being said, though, so we are in a point right now where I guess there's a lot of crazy shit going on right now today. Lauren Boebert's son apparently was arrested for some kind of shoplifting case, I guess, and told the judge he can't afford a lawyer in his theft case. So we're going to talk about this for a minute, and then we'll go and do what we need to do is what it is then. So, yeah, it said, son of Colorado Congresswoman Lauren Boebert told a judge that he was struggling to find a lawyer he could afford to defend him in a trial over alleged car break-ins and property theft. Tyler Boebert, 19, I think this is the one that had the kid recently, appeared in Garfield County Court on Thursday to hear the 14 charges against him, including felony counts of identity theft. It's a ninth Judicial District Court Judge John Neely told Boebert that he liked the young man's suit, saying, quote, "I appreciate it when people dress for court." So despite the sharp suit, Lauren's son told the judge he was appearing without legal representation as he was struggling to find a lawyer he could actually afford. Quote, "We are working to hire an attorney, just been kind of hard with the prices. So worst case scenario, if we can't find something figured out with a lawyer, then we're going to have to go public defender or whatever works best for me." So, yeah, fucked up, man. So, I mean, her family in general has been having a lot of issues lately. I know she herself has been diagnosed with I forget what kind of disease it was recently, where it was like blood clots in like the thigh area or something like that of her body or something. Like, it was pretty weird, honestly. So, then of course you got Antifa out there fucking doing all kinds of terroristic shit in Alabama. They are, one of their membership was literally trying to blow up the Alabama Attorney General's office the other day. So, anyway. Okay, so... Interesting. Okay. What the hell is this one? Don't know about all that, man. Okay, let's see here. So we had some Twitter stuff here. Okay. Huh. Wow. So apparently a tweet I put out like 2 weeks ago where I was posting about some guy about this person because it was like some trans person or whatever. And I was like, yeah, they look like a lot of transgender people or whatever. And they apparently limited that post is what it was then. Okay, so that was a week ago there. What's this one? Okay, so that was a couple of days ago. Alright. Don't see anything at all here. That's weird. Strange. You would think they would say something about me having like stuff as what it is then. So very, very odd. Sorry, I'm not eating dinner right now because unlike NEA, I don't wait to eat food. But anywho, before we get into the warrantless spying shit, though, I want to mention a couple other stories of the day right now that I want to talk about. One of them is obviously you have pizza chain in California raises prices to offset new minimum wage law. So this is basically a mix of like two things, really, honestly. It was Pizza Factory, by the way. I've never heard of that place. I'm guessing it's like a local, like West Coast chain or something like that, maybe. But anyway, it's a mix between corporate greed and just trying to survive in many cases in this situation. Like there's a lot right now, like McDonald's and stuff like that, as like nationwide corporations and stuff. They're definitely scumbagging people right now, dude, at a lot of these locations and stuff. And the CEOs making record profits and shit like that's what it is there. So, but in some cases it could just be the franchises. They need to stay afloat is what it is there, which makes sense because that's the problem with places like McDonald's too as well. Like, people always think it's like, oh yeah, like CEO guy owns like every single one of them or whatever. No, dude, it's people buy into the fucking franchise. And so you might have like, one or two people owning franchise locations in this like area of like California, whatever the case be. And then meanwhile, you go to like Connecticut or something like that, it's like a different people owning that place is what it is then. So now, granted, sometimes you can't have multimillionaires owning like a bunch of these places. What it is there, so and unfortunately, that's why you have places go out of business. What it is then, and before, during, and after the riots is what was there, because you have all these, it'd be someone like myself basically that would buy into one of these franchises or whatever the case be for like $30,000-$40,000, whatever it is there, have a bunch of assholes burn their business down, and then it turns out that we can't come back from it because we don't have the fucking financials to get it done. Because again, even back then, especially in Minnesota and stuff like that, you had them not paying out is what it was. The actual insurance companies wouldn't pay out because it was like it should be sort of like act of God kind of thing is what it did or whatever, but they wouldn't pay out because of that, because it was like fucking rioters doing that stuff, which again, this is why Black Lives Matter, Antifa, etc., as entities should have had their asses sued into fucking non-existence at this point, dude. Because they were 100% responsible for that stuff. And when you have the money laundering and fucking DNC that year, it's like enough is enough, dude, for real. So, but anyway. Nope, couldn't call me right now. Sorry about that. I was on the phone when you guys hear my conversation. Cousin was calling to talk to me about some stuff. So anyway, but yeah, going back to what I was saying though. So you have what the fuck was I even at now? I can't remember now. Offhand. Oh yeah. So we have all that shit going on right now. Is what it is with yeah, I completely lost where the fuck I was at now. I don't even know what I was saying now. I was talking about Democrat stuff, I think is what it was. With something else. And then Boebert, obviously. Oh, yeah. Then you had this one, which was Houston Democrat mayor says the city is broke and can't even afford to pay firefighters now. Mind you, this is the same fucking place that there was a guy named Sylvester Turner that existed there like a year ago or so, give or take, who basically put them into debt is what it was. And then you had him doing buybacks and stuff, and now this new mayor is all like, yeah, dude, we're broke as fuck. And it's like, of course you are, dude, because you have a bunch of scumbags fucking embezzling and shit like that and everything else like that's what it is. So, a bunch of stupid bullshit is what it is, man. I found this one earlier, too, that popped up in my feed a little while ago now, which was the 12, what is it now? Yeah, it says 12 most coveted concealed carry semi-auto firearms in 2024. So I have two problems with this, right? The fact that it has like several Glocks on it, but doesn't have a PSA dagger on there. And then the fact that it has like a bunch of 1911s too on here. And yet only has the GX4, not the G3C and stuff like that too, for that matter. Because to me, that's like, yeah, kind of suspect. And also the fact that, like I said, you got fucking the first one on here was like a Shadow Systems, and it's like I never heard anybody talking about carrying that as concealed carry, bro. Maybe some kind of a Glock 43X. Never heard of somebody carrying a Kimber KD9 SC. Obviously, people carrying Taurus GX4s. Same thing with Springfield Hellcats. Same thing with regular Glock 19s. Same thing with all the PDPs. Not really many people I've heard of carrying Ruger SR 1911s, though. Brennan 92s, maybe. SIG 365, Macro. Nope, not really. So, yeah, just a lot of weird shit there is what it is. So, anyway, but yeah, so to go back to what I was talking about with the whole trans thing is what it is there, man. So you have report, trans Antifa member charged with detonating explosive outside Alabama AG's office. So an Alabama man has been charged for his alleged role in detonating an explosive device outside the Alabama Attorney General's office in February. Department of Justice now learned in the last couple of days what it was. So law enforcement arrested Kyle Benjamin Douglas Culvert, 26, on April 10th, on charges of malicious use of explosives and possession of an unregistered destructive device, according to DOJ. It's interesting, though. This happened back in February, and they're just now arresting him like a month and a half after. That's what it is, dude. Like, you fucking kidding me, people? Come on. So explosive device detonated near the intersection of that area outside the Alabama Attorney General's office in downtown Montgomery. Was at around 3:42 a.m. on February 24th. Surveillance footage shows the guy wearing all this stuff. Is what it is there. So yeah, basically you have fucking another trans Antifa nut job. Is what it is, dude. Doing basically a nail bomb is what it looks like there is what they're showing here. So it's fucking nuts, dude. People are psychotic as fuck, dude, is what it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like, how is Antifa in general not declared a nationwide terrorist organization at this point in history? It just blows my mind, honestly. It really does. So, anywho. And then we got, like I was saying, that thing with the Texas shit is what it is there and a bunch of other stuff. So, trying to see if there's a thing here or not. Oh, yeah, that was a good one, too. So as of this morning, you had New York City Council begin its meeting by praising Allah as the Supreme Lord of the world, expressing his relevance in both Arabic and English. Like, it's fucking nuts, dude. Like, we 100% are heading towards a holy war in this country right now, dude. Like, 100% with this kind of shit. Whether that be Islam, versus Christianity versus Judaism versus Hinduism, etc., or whether that be Christianity, Hinduism, Judaism, etc., all teaming up and saying "fuck you, Islam" and get rid of their ass finally once and for all is what it is. Then the Crusades once and for all is what it would be then. So this is obviously what I was talking about with the thing in Tennessee, by the way, with that piece of shit Justin Jones. So it was this little piece of crap right here, this fucking black kid on the bottom there, killed this cop at the top there, and this idiot fucking Soros-backed DA instituted bail reform so this piece of shit here on the bottom was able to literally walk away like 2-3 weeks ago with fucking gun charges and not get a damn thing happening to him is what it was. It's fucking disgusting, dude, is what it really is, honestly. And then locally, actually here in Ohio, we got this shit from Jason Stevens, current Ohio Speaker of the House, who, by the way, had to use a bunch of Democrats to get into office the same way Larry Householder did back in the day before he was charged with bribery scandals and stuff. So, Ohio House Speaker Jason Stevens speaks out as rivals try to seize control of House GOP campaign arm. So Columbus, Ohio Republican opponents of House Speaker Jason Stevens say they're zeroing in on weighing control of the House GOP's campaign arm from the Speaker using several different approaches, said despite legal challenges getting the Ohio Republican Party involved and threats to create an alternate campaign organization, Stevens is still in charge of the Ohio House Republican Alliance, or OHRA, and its bank account, which I think is bullshit, by the way. It shouldn't just be one person. It should just be the entirety of the fucking party is what it is. Should be able to access that shit is what it be then, dude. Said in an interview with Cleveland.com/plain dealer, Lawrence County Republican called his rivals, quote, pirates, and decried their machinations to strip him of power. So here's the thing about Jason Stevens, like I said, dude. He literally had to go into bed with Allison Russo, who is a known fucking criminal in the Democrat Party, who took direct bribes on camera from Moms Demand Action 3 years ago, was never investigated for that, by the way. And then from there, you then had him turn around and be all like, okay, we're going to appoint you here and you here and you here. And then, of course, you have what they call the Blue 22 is what it is right now, which, by the way, a lot of these people actually got primaried out of office here in the last election cycle here, like a month or so ago when we had the primaries, what it was there. So there's like 10 of them left or something like that right now is what it is, dude. Because the ones that weren't going to get primaried, like Michael Loychik, etc., just said, fuck it, we're going to run for the U.S. or run for Ohio Senate is what it is then. And then he failed miserably on that one, too, by the way, which kind of sucks because technically, I think Loychik basically just fucked up is what it was, dude. Because he is very pro-2A. He is very, constitutionalist-esque, I guess is what I'd say at best. And he definitely shot himself in the foot is what it is there, man. So hopefully we can get somebody good to replace him if that be the case then in the House. But I don't know, man. So it kind of sucks on that one. Then, of course, you got fuckface Jason Stevens running for re-election now. I think it's like a 4th term or something like that. And, of course, he's running unopposed, so he's just going to win that seat immediately is what it'll be then. So, but yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit, dude, entirely. I'm fucking so sick and tired of it, dude. I'm personally just so fucking sick and tired of all these fucking people who are actively criminals in my state right now, both Republican and Democrat, and are just fucking around and like just screwing us over completely is what it is, man. So, but anyway, I'm going to finish reading the rest of this article, then we'll get to the actual RINOs/Democrats that are trying to fuck us over with FISA spying is what it is, and that'll be the last thing we do for the day is what it is right before Matt starts the chat here. So yeah, it said, going back to Stevens' article here, it says, the back and forth this week was the latest move in an inter-party conflict, often hashed out in private caucus meetings. This is spilling into the public, but the political bickering inside the Ohio House GOP could have electoral consequences. The fight over control of the House's campaign money, in part of a larger war over the office of the speakership, I should say. This is one of the most powerful positions in the state government, which, by the way, I talked to Reggie Stolfus, my state rep, who's now out of office at this point now at the end of the year, about this a couple years ago about speakership stuff. And he was talking about basically having to have $1 million plus in various campaign backers to even get into the speakership of the state of Ohio, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous entirely, dude. And again, it's all pay-to-play bullshit is what it is. Because Derek Marin should actually be that person right now. And hopefully Derek is actually going to become a first-term congressman pretty soon because he's actually running against that piece of shit Marcy Kaptur, who's been in fucking office for like 40-something years. And hopefully he can be the one guy that actually finally takes her out once and for all and takes over that seat of power. Then is what it is for the decent Republican Party is what it would be then. So, but yeah, I said, now. Yeah, so Stevens angered many Republicans when he was elected Speaker last year with the help of Democrat voters, meaning Alice Russo, Casey Weinstein, etc. there, over fellow Rep. Derek Marin, who should have been in speakership right now is what it is. So Stevens is now trying to fend off challenge from outgoing Senate President Matt Hoffman, who's trying to run for the Speaker's gavel next year when he becomes the state rep again. Said this will be decided by how many pro-Hoffman Republicans get elected into the House in November, and that in turn will be decided in part by the amount of physical support the OHRA gives the GOP candidates in competitive races. Said legislative campaign funds from that organization there have a number of advantages, including the individual campaign contribution limits for such funds are higher than the limits for contributions of individual candidates, which is absolute bullshit, by the way. Because it basically fucks people like me out of even going in there and doing a primary on one of these fucking people is what it is, then, dude. It says even more importantly, state lawmakers can transfer unlimited amounts of money from their campaign accounts to legislative campaign funds, which allows caucuses to amass millions of dollars that they can then dump into top priority races. See, and that right there is why that shit's criminal as fuck, dude. How is that not criminal, man? You're actively taking money from your own campaign donations and being like, no, I'm going to go ahead and transfer them over here to this big ass fucking thing for the party is what it is. So that we can then put like, $10 million behind a fucking Jason Stevens race or some bullshit like that is what it is. Like, it's fucking bullshit, dude, entirely. Like, how is that not like pay to play crap at that point, dude? At bare minimum anyway, or something similar to that for that matter. It's a bunch of crap entirely, dude. And it should be fucking illegal at this point, honestly, in history. As said last fall, Marin and two other House GOP allies, state reps Phil Plummer and Dayton, Ohio, Republican Ron Johnson, filed a suit in Franklin County Common Pleas Court seeking to be given control of the OHRA. In February, a judge denied the request for an injunction to freeze that particular thing's campaign account, though he suggested he would likely side with the plaintiffs if there was a clear record that a majority of House Republicans voted to shift control of that, with significant notice given beforehand that the vote was taking place. So basically what they're saying is if you have a majority of Republicans saying, hey, we don't want Jason Stevens having control of this thing, we want control of it, they would change it to them is what it is then. So as to meet the criteria, 40 of the 66 House Republicans currently, as well as representative of Ohio Republican Party Chair Alex, I'm not sure I pronounced that guy's last name, voted this week during a closed-door meeting for a resolution to give Plummer control over the whole thing. Says Jason Stevens and his allies did not attend the meeting on the resolution, nor did they vote on it. So you have 26 people there is what it is that are scumbag RINO sacks of shit that need to be thrown in the office right now is what it is. It says vote by itself doesn't force Stevens to turn over that campaign funding arm to Plummer, but Ferguson in an interview said it could address what the judge is looking for. Said separately, a proposed resolution directing that Alex dude to take all measures necessary, including litigation, to take control of the OHRA, could come up during the Ohio House Republican State Control Committee meeting scheduled for later this month, according to party spokesman Dan something or other. So the Alex guy's representative at the week's House GOP meeting, Tony Schroeder, supported transferring the OHRA to Phil Plummer. Said, quote, a majority of House Republicans made a decision on how best to organize their political organization, and their campaign supported, and their chairman supported the will of the majority. Says Ferguson said that under Ohio law, it's up to the Ohio Republican Party and Secretary of State Frank LaRose to decide which organization in the House GOP's official so it's up to the House Republican Party and Secretary of State Frank LaRose to decide which organization is the House GOP's official campaign organization. So the resolution passes and Stevens continues to resist turning over the control of the OHRA. Ferguson said anti-Stevens House Republicans could create a new organization, and the Ohio GOP could deem that body to be the official caucus campaign arm then. Very interesting, very interesting. So at the end of the day, he's getting pinned down, Ferguson said of Stevens. He could continue to fight, but the road's running out for him. He's running out of track. So here's the problem, too, as well. So you had almost a year ago Jason Stevens come out and say that he was going to give Second Amendment Preservation Act, aka to a sanctuary, the ability to get votes here this year, or in the last year into this year is what it was. This motherfucker still has not done a floor for that stuff, dude, at all. He's a scumbag, sack of shit, RINO fucking sellout, dude. He's probably a pedophile too, is my guess, honestly, dude. Just like that fucking piece of crap Dave Joyce who would have for the fucking FISA spying today is what it is. Along with 3 other pieces of shit, including 2 of them that were backed by Trump, being Max Miller and Troy Balderson. So, anyway, it said Brian Stewart in an interview said if the House Republican Party resolution passes, Stevens will be given some time to comply with it before House GOP majority takes a step like creating a new campaign organization. But if Stevens doesn't comply, I think we'll see activity on that pretty quick, said Brian Stewart. Noted that the OHRA spent almost $3 million ahead of last month's election primary on House GOP candidates favored by Stevens. Of course they fucking did, dude. Of course they fucking did. Which, by the way, again, how is... Okay, here's my thing with that, right? Why is Jason Stevens still in the General Assembly at this point, dude? The motherfucker is obviously doing misuse of position for personal gain, dude, which is a natural crime in this state, in this country. It's at least a high-level misdemeanor, if not a little felony for that matter. Like, why is this guy still fucking speaker? Why is he still in the state house to begin with, honestly? He should have been removed and replaced at this point, honestly, dude, for real. And he should have had another speaker's race is what it is then, for a better person to go in there than what it would be then. Anyway. I said, quote, we're not going to have the same situation headed into the fall where we are vulnerable incumbents who are held hostage, and the re-election is based on whether or not they voted for the current Speaker of the House. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit, dude, entirely. And as Stevens Strikes Back interview Thursday, Jason Stevens said that since becoming Speaker, he's worked to bring the House Republican caucus together, which is a fucking lie, by the way. You've separated it more than anybody, asshole. If you really wanted to, seriously, dude, if you really wanted to bring the House Republican caucus together there, Jason Stevens, you should have just backed Derek Mayer for fucking Speaker, asshole. And been like, okay, cool, Derek, you're speaker now for the fucking, next 2 years, whatever the case be. And then nothing else, like, after Derek's termed out, if you're not termed out with him, like, then run for yourself, if that be the case, buddy. For fuck's sakes, dude. So anyway, as his OHRA's goal, he said, is to elect Republicans to the Ohio House, regardless of whether they support him as speaker, which is an absolute fucking lie, by the way. So, and that's just basically him lying for like 10 minutes, and the rest of this thing is what it is then. So, yeah, fuck Jason Stevens entirely, dude. He's a scumbag sack of shit in general. By the way, if he actually had any goddamn balls, he would have removed Alice Russo and them from fucking office like at least a year ago at this point, honestly, dude. For being a bunch of criminals and shit. So, but anyway, speaking of criminals, here is the list for the people that voted to basically not put an amendment into the FISA thing, which would have actually banned spying on American citizens and breaking Fourth Amendment rights violations. This is the 86 Republicans, which is kind of ironic that you have an 86 Republicans being 86 now is what it is. Maybe that's what it was, because I noticed that was not a thing on my my Twitter account earlier. Then is what it was. Because I said something about it's kind of funny that you have like people being 86 or whatever the case be. So I think that might have been taken down if I'm not mistaken. I just need to check that real quick just to confirm on this one right now. Oh, yeah, then you had some pro-Palestine protester woman literally facing like 16 charges for calling for the murder of a mayor in Bakersfield, California. Because she's that fucking insane is what it is. So, oh, no, I guess it's still there. Yeah, I was responding back to a thing that Charlie Kirk said about Elaine Stefanski is what it was, because she's one of the people on this list is what it was. So Stefanski didn't ruin her VP chances. She is now done completely in politics after voting for FISA spying. People won't forget this in November. And then I was talking about us as the network. We'll do everything we can to make sure that the RINO 86 get 86 on 11/5, which would be the date of the election is what it is there. So, but yeah, so this is basically the douchebags that voted for this shit. So you got, right now, you got Aberholt, Bacon, Boulderson, Barr, Bryce, Buchanan, Buchan, Burgess, Culvert, Carl, both Carters from Georgia and Texas, respectively. A bunch of other douchebags, of course, fuckface Dan Crenshaw voted for this shit. De La Cruz voted for it. This Gallagher guy that's going to be leaving office in like a couple of days. Of course, he waited just long enough to stay here to fucking vote for it, dude. Or vote for fucking spying is what it is there. Fucking asshole. And of course, you got Dave Joyce from Ohio here as well. Then we got Max Miller over here from Ohio. And then we got Mike Turner at the bottom here is what it is. So, yeah, it's just a bunch of shit entirely, dude. It's a bunch of fucking scumbags all the way around, man. And every single... Actually, now think about it. Bob Letta is also from Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, there's like 5 fucking RINOs from Ohio on here is what it is then, dude. So, yeah, fuck all these fucking people, dude. Yeah, I was right. They got represents the 5th district is what it is here, man. And I want to point this out, too, by the way. These fucking 5 RINO sacks of shit from Ohio, man, along with the other fucking 81 pieces of crap, here's what it is. They conveniently waited just long enough to not be primary out of office in the past couple of months during primary seasons and stuff. And now we're showing their true goddamn colors as a bunch of fucking traitors of this country is what it is, dude. And a bunch of fucking tyrannical assholes that need to be removed by force at this point, honestly. And this is exactly what I've said many times before, and I'll say it again, man. This is why we need omnibus qualification from office at this point in this country's history, as well as not only auto DQs from office and running for office, we need to have trials by combat at this point, dude. If somebody was in this primaries and stuff like that, that could have easily primarized these people out if it wasn't for this bullshit, taking place months later is what it was then, dude. Those people specifically should be the first in line, not to mention any other person in that state that wants to take these people's jobs is what it is then. Should be able to literally fucking fight them for that job is what it is, dude. Like, physically fist fight their asses for the fucking position of power, that's what it is. It would make for a hell of an entertaining thing, honestly. I'll tell you that right now. Watching these old fucks get their shit kicked in is what it is then, dude. So, anyway. So, yeah, that was the 86 Republican sacks of crap right there on that list. And then you have the 120 plus Democrats that voted for this shit as well, which was a bunch of motherfucking your usual suspects. Here's what it is. So we got, let's see, just trying to check different things. Here's what it is for. I'm trying to think where Alexandria's name would come in here. Probably Ocasio-Cortez, maybe. I was actually trying to see if there's any Ohio on there or not, but there's some that aren't, obviously. I'm trying to remember exactly who's here. So we got, let's see, Captor would be one of the ones I'm thinking of right now. So that'd be a K. Oh, yeah, of course, right there. Marcy Captor's ass voted for fucking spying. 40-plus year piece of shit Democrat in power right now. Let's see. Just trying to think. Shockingly, Joyce Beatty didn't vote for it. I'm surprised by that one, honestly, dude. So you got Claiborne, some known names, obviously. Here's what it is. Trying to figure out who's who, where not. Vincent Gonzalez, I think that's got any right now, if I'm not mistaken. So, let's see. Yeah, you got, like I said, you got Captor here. Got some fucking foreign national whose name I can't even pronounce at the end of the day. Let's see. Pelosi obviously voted for fucking spying. And then going over the back one here, we got Sowell obviously voted for this shit. Sykes, who's Amelia Sykes, who's a fucking scumbag sack of crap who literally cheated her way in the fucking office. That bitch Slotkin was obviously on this list too, for that matter. She's the piece of crap who's either ex-FBI or ex-CIA. I forget which one it is, but she was one of the two. So, yeah, just people that shouldn't be in office at all is what it is. Of course, Hakeem Jeffries fucking demonic ass voted for this shit, dude, for spying on people and the American people is what it is there. So, yeah, just a bunch of fucking scumbags, dude, that need to not be in office anymore is what it is there, for real. So, anyway. But yeah, I think I want to, I'm going to change my Twitter password is what it is, knowing that there's like some weird shit going on with the account today is what it was. So I think I will update that to something a lot stronger is what it'll be then. But yeah, anyway. Maybe add like extra security or something like that, dude. Yeah, let's see. Go to security settings. Okay, so that's not what I want to do then. I think we're all right for right now is what it is, but yeah, it's a bunch of shit, man, is what it is. And like I said, we got people who are like actively just scumbagging, and then some of what it is, dude. And it's just like this right here. We had Paul Luna talking about the warrantless spying today is what it was there. which is where we're at now. Yes, as few people realize what Florida Rep. Anna Paula Luna did today. FISA bill was passed by the House without extra warrant protections. Wait, FISA bill was passed by the House without extra warrant protections to stop the FBI from spying on Americans. So Rep. Paula Luna requested a very rare procedural maneuver to force a revote on Monday, and it worked. Really interesting. It says, remember, the warrant amendment failed by just one vote, and the GOP rep was out with a flu today. Rep. Luna may have just single-handedly saved the American civil liberties. So, interesting. So the spying has not actually gone through yet. This is what Anna Paula Luna said 6 hours ago. Said you cannot have a free and open society with the warrantless spying of Americans. Today, the bipartisan vote to force intelligence communities to get a warrant was lost by one vote. In an effort to stop this, I requested a rare procedural maneuver that will force a second vote Monday. Hopefully, we can change minds. I will be writing all 435 members over the weekend. Please help me talk to these reps. We have one last shot at this. Interesting, which makes sense because, like I said, because I noticed it was an even vote today too, for that matter, because it was 212 to 212. So, yeah, fucking wild, bro. Well, hopefully, if nothing else, that means people like Elaine Stefanski will actually show their true colors again and be like, you know what, I fucked up. I'm gonna vote, for people's Fourth Amendment rights is what it is, and vote against this shit. Then is what it is. Then for the wireless spying or warrantless spying, which, by the way, I want to point something out too, for that matter. 5 years ago, almost, it was August 12, 2019 is when I had two feds knocking on my doors, windows, etc. And then it was on the 13th when I actually spoke to these assholes, where they admitted that they were spying on me for 6 days, without my knowledge. And it's because of the fucking FISA shit. There's what it is, dude. So, yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit entirely, dude. It's completely unconstitutional. It completely breaks Fourth Amendment rights. Because the thing about the Fourth Amendment right is you have Jesus Christ. Sandusky, Ohio, an illegal alien from Venezuela tried to rob a bank here the other day. Couldn't figure out how to say, give me your money, so he had to type it into a translator app. By the time he was done, police arrived. Thank fuck on that one, dude. Fucking idiot. Goddamn people, man. Let's see. Then we got breaking 2 hours ago. Hundreds of pro-Palestine terrorists are clashing with cops in New York's that New York area. That's like the new version of the Chaz or whatever the case be. That's all like the Paz is what I call it, because it's the Palestine version of the Chaz. So, but yeah, as it is though. Heard today that I'm gonna get my my shit in here sometime next week. Is what it'll be. So that's cool. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tiffany Henry, America's super mayor, is everything wrong with urban policies. Yeah, that woman's a fucking clown.
Right. Tiffany.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That woman, how is that bitch not in jail right now, dude? Seriously. And not only that, but now you're sitting there trying to legitimately have her go out there and have that dumb bitch Lori Lightfoot do like an investigation of her for X amount of dollars. And that's like, why are you having one corrupt Democrat investigate another corrupt Democrat? Like, what the fuck, Illinois? Come on, man. You're better than that. So, anyway, that being said, I know Matt's live right now, so we're going to go ahead and jump to his stream, is what it'll be, and I'm going to call it a day on this one then, because we pretty much ran this one in the ground anyway right now. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Sorry for the lateness of this episode, but my body was hurting so bad earlier today, man. I thought I seriously thought I was going to die again, honestly, man. Like, it was, I don't know if it's the weather changing or what it is, but my joints, like, I took my Tremfya shot a week ago almost, and it still hasn't done shit, honestly, dude. Like, my joints are hurting so fucking badly today. I, like, was pretty much fetal positioned in bed for most of the day is what it was then. So, yeah, not fun at all. But anyway, I'm still hurting right now, especially in the elbow joints and stuff like that. But hopefully we can get shit done is what it'll be. And, yeah, other than that, though, that's what I'll be out for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See y'all in the next one. I will be back probably tomorrow for a Stand Your Ground Saturday. Hopefully we still have a fucking Twitter account by then. So, like I said, it was weird. Like, it was like them trying to like lock me out, but not really. It was basically like saying like, oh, we had shit on here that said you weren't basically human is what it was. And I'm just like, okay, well, considering I haven't been here for like the last 7 hours, dude, like, and the fact you're not showing me that somebody's trying to log into my shit, honestly, like, what the fuck was going on there? Like, was somebody trying to hack my stuff or whatever the fuck? What the fuck, bro? So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to do a couple of change ups and stuff like that. Probably change our password to something else is what it is then, which has a lot more characters and stuff that's harder to crack and stuff like that is what it is. So, but yeah, other than that, though, that's it for today. I will be doing a review sometime probably next week or so whenever my Delta Team shit comes in then, and discussing my my new build is what it is then, because everything got sent out today, which is basically going to be my upper. I got a free reflex sight from them, which is like the little shitty red dots from Amazon and stuff like that. And then if I had done it the right way, I could have actually gotten 2 of those, because I could have done it like 2 different orders or whatever. But then it would have cost me more money in the long run, because it would have been like a second charge for taxation and stuff like that then, or whatever. And then also protection fees and stuff like that too. So it would have been more money in the long run, probably, most likely. But anyways, but yeah, so I basically got those 2 things coming in. I got a blind box oversized charging handle coming in there for the Air I have right now right here. And then I got a BCG and a charging handle combo. That's an oversized charging handle for the other build I'm going to do right now is what it is then. And then I got an armorer's wrench to deal with some stuff there is what it is. So I can actually take some stuff apart finally and have like an actual working armorer's wrench, hopefully is what it'll be then, since the other ones I bought are all like, fucking millimeters or so off is what it is then. Fucking Amazon, fucking Chinese bullshit manufacturing is what it really is on that one. But yeah, they're like literally like that much off, basically, where it's just like it almost goes into place, but not quite. Like you'd almost have to like redo the fucking like castle nuts and stuff like that to get them off is what it is there. Like shave some more into it or something like that is what it is there, or something like that. But anyway, so yeah, there's that. And then what else was I saying then? So yeah, we got that stuff. And then we got trying to think now. So reflex sight upper, 2 charging handles, BCG, armorer's wrench. I think that might be it, actually. There might be one other thing, but I'm not sure offhand. I can't remember offhand. But yeah, at least I got the upper I wanted, is what it was, though, which was nice. And it'll be an A2 birdcage on that thing, so / flash hider, versus the linear comp I got in my original one, which is cool. It's fine. 2 different guns, 2 different uppers and stuff like that. Both interesting though. So, but yeah, that'll be my my backup then for somebody else, and it'll be, and we'll outfit that thing with some flip up sights and then do like a whole thing in there is what it is. So yeah, other than that though, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See y'all in the next one. Be back probably for Standard Ground Saturday tomorrow, depending. And other than that, it's been fun. It's been real. Stay safe, stay vigilant, all that good stuff. Always be carrying. Oh yeah. That's one thing I did want to mention before I leave today, actually. So there was a guy who was around the state of Ohio today in the Massillon area who apparently was doing all kinds of shady shit today and trying to basically stalk women and stuff like that at a local Aldi's here. Because this is what was said about this woman here. She said approximately 1:45 p.m. today, I was walking out of an Aldi in Massillon, and this man was hanging out on the corner of the store. So super creepy to begin with what it is there. When he saw me, he walked out and said, "Hey." I ignored him, proceeded to walk to my vehicle to unload my grocery bags from the cart. I was suspicious of him, and he kept on high alert. Seconds later, the man came up and started pulling at my cart. I told him to get away from me, and he pulled on my cart again. Told him again, no, get away from me. He pulled on my cart a 3rd time, and this happened again. He said, quote, no English, yet he was able to say no English in English, by the way. So definitely, he fucking understood what was going on. This is what it was, dude. He probably fucking some goddamn illegals, I guess, honestly. So he then put his arms up and walked away and stood back on the corner of the store again. Said, FYI, there were 2 loose carts available for people to take. Said, clearly this man isn't at Aldi's to shop, or he would have grabbed one of those and walked inside with it. Said I put my cart back and went inside and told a store employee what he did. Manager was in, let's see, where are we now? Yes, his manager was in the meeting at the time, but the employee was going to address the situation. She could see I was shook up. She nonchalantly went outside and looked around. Then the man went into the Aldi's, and this is when this woman took a photo of him. She said, I think he did this to blend in and try to get away from employees. She said, I told the employee I was scared and was going to get into my vehicle and leave, waited around the corner in my vehicle and watched him leave. Said he walked across the street to the bank, didn't wait to watch where he went or what kind of vehicle he got into. Just want others to know this is always happening, et cetera, et cetera. What's funny to me, people were telling this woman, by the way, this is the Store County Crime Community Facebook page that's happening. This happening is what it was there. And people were like, oh, you need to be carrying pepper spray or something, lady. It's like, no, you need to be carrying a gun and smoke this motherfucker, lady. For real. It's fucking ridiculous, dude, entirely. Like, deal with the goddamn threats, people. Like, this is the fucking problem with our country right now, dude. People aren't dealing with the fucking threats in front of them, is what it is, man, for real. So, I'm trying to see if I can find the photo of this piece of shit right now, is what it is. All right, here it is. This was the photo that woman took of this fucking guy here in Massillon, Ohio today. Who, like I said, looks like he's probably one of these fucking Venezuelan illegal aliens and shit like that, dude. Or some other fucking illegal from that matter. Yeah, this sometimes looks like a kind of guy that would be like calling up his buddies and being like, hey, I found one, and it's like 3 or 4 guys trying to like human traffic somebody or whatever the case be then. So, yeah, again, people wonder why I carry a fucking gun with me at all times, dude. It's for pieces of shit like that, honestly, right there, dude. They're illegally invading our fucking country, and they're trying to basically kidnap women and shit like that, and they're parking lots of fucking grocery stores, dude, for God's sakes. So, anyway. But yeah, people, seriously, we're a constitutional carry and stand your ground state. Carry a fucking gun and deal with these people, for real. If nothing else, hold the motherfucker at gunpoint until the cops come and arrest his ass for fucking doing crazy shit and like creeping on people and stuff like that, dude. And trespass his ass from the properties and stuff like that's what it is then. So, anyway. But yeah, other than that, that's where we're at for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And again, this is why you always be carrying, bro. Period in the story. Later. Have a good one, y'all. See ya.